please. Okay. So well done, everyone. I'm Jackie. Welcome to your little lunchtime check-in. You may want a cushion for your head as well. Okay. So we're going to start off with a strap, a belt, or a dyno band or a pair of tights is pretty good for this. If not, just a strap, a tie, or a scarf. So you can sit easy pose, or you can kneel for this one. So we want a little bit of a core connection, and we're going to just start warming up through the shoulders, and then we'll obviously hold some stretches. So we're going to come right into sort of thoracic, shoulders, opening chest. So this from basically countering this leaning into our computers or devices that we're on all day. So we're going to open up this whole area. So take a moment just to spread out with the band or the strap that you're using. Ideally, a pair of tights or spandexy leggings is great. So we're going to start off with the band. So easy pose. If you really struggle sitting, you can stand for this one. We're going to take a nice inhale breath and take the arms up overhead. Now, at this point, your ribs and your back wants to arch. Try and avoid that. Draw your navel into spine and slowly take the arms behind. There will be a sticking point. You might pause, breathe, and then gently drop a little bit further down. And you may have thought, wow, I did not realize that my mobility in my shoulders was that tight. So you do need to do this a bit more if that's the case. Then we slowly lift it up over, and you'll see why something with a bit of give is a bit nicer, easier. Slowly lower down. Okay, so that's a bit slower. You can come a little bit wider or narrow. Just work out what feels good. So then we'll try and take it with a breath. Inhale up, and then exhale down. Inhale, reach up. If you get that sticky point, pause. Breathe into it, and then gently release back down. Again, you can stand up. If sitting down, you can be in your seat, sitting at your desk doing this as well. All the way up and all the way back down. All the way up. So you could do this 5 to 10 times, and hopefully by that last one, it's feeling a bit smoother, not quite so jagged. One more here. Good. Holding here now in center. Now the tendency is to shrug shoulders up, drop them down. Again, draw your navel into spine so you've got your core connection. Breathe in and then take a little side stretch. Now if you've got a bit of give, you can actually pull that arm down. If you haven't got a strap or a band, then you'll just take a little bit more of a side stretch. Don't let the core go. You can swap positions if sitting, kneeling's not feeling good. You can stand up or sit on your chair. Slowly come back to center. I quite like kneeling on this one. And then shoulders away from ears again, and exhale to the other side. So again, you can just hold here, or you can pull that down if you've got a band. If not, just stretch and go across slightly a bit more. Pull in and engage those core muscles. So you're pulling up through pelvic floor, perineum, back to center. Okay, now we'll flow it out. Breathe in, exhale to the side. Breathe in, exhale, pull down if you've got a band. If not, stretch an inch more in. Release, back to center. Breathe in, shoulders peel away from the ears. Good, exhale to the side. Take a breath in, core engage. Exhale, pull down if you've got some elasticity, and then back up. Good. Take a nice deep breath in here, and then gently just push back now, and then just stretch. Don't arch. Yeah, I tend to arch, so I have to pull my ribs back in. Just open out. So for about 5 to 10 seconds, it should feel really opening, a little sore. Good. Then back to center. Now we're going to bend the right arm, yep, and then catch hold of the left underneath. So it's our tricep stretch. Slowly walk that bottom arm up to try and catch hold of the top. The elbow at the top's going up to the sky. You'll feel a really nice sort of pinchy stretch in that bottom shoulder. Slowly open up. Good. So you're kind of trying to walk your hands together. Some of you will not. So you'll just hold on to your strap or your belt. Breathe in. Good. Then pull the arms up nice and straight. Pull them back out. So again, stretch back up. And then swap sides. Down. Turn this arm up and then slowly, slowly walk it back up. Take your time. Again, you can be sitting at your chair if sitting on the floor is uncomfortable. Slowly walk the two hands towards each other. You can even catch hold of the fingertips if you can. This might take a while. If you're really stiff in shoulders, this will not be accessible. Good. And if it's really, really tight, go for the 30 seconds. Good. Slowly release. Now you might want to just roll the shoulders there. We did quite a lot of shoulder work, so you might just want to roll up and kind of shake those arms out a little bit. Roll up, shrug the ears, shoulders to ears, and release. And shrug them all the way up and release. Okay, we're now going to do a nice little stretch. So you can use the wall. I'll show you both options. Or you can use just on the floor. So if you've got back issues and you don't like just stretching the body down here, pull the ribs in a little bit, just stretch out. If not, stand up against the wall, spread out your hands, walk your feet back, yeah, and then just lower your body down. Then you'll come down a bit lower and you'll get right into the shoulders. You're going to have your head tucked in if you're against the wall. And this is a lovely way to open up the shoulders. A little bit of chest there as well. So whatever option you're choosing to do. Good. 2 more breaths. Good, last breath. Okay, then when you're ready in your own time, we're going to now do a little bit of mobility. Roll on your side. Now this is where you might want the cushion under your head. So we're going to come down low. So form here, we're going to bend the knees, hips stacked, and just get your shoulder comfortable. We're going to take the right hand, say for example on top, then pull it forward slightly. So just notice what I'm doing. I'm sliding it over, yeah, about a hand span over my left. I'm going to support my head down, going to engage my core, take a breath in, and I'm going to, this is a bit of a Pilates move, I'm going to circle the arm overhead. Now, I'm going to slowly turn and look. At that sticking point, I take a breath in, expand through the ribs, and then exhale, slide the arm the whole way back. You're kind of making a circle. Now, I'm really sticky here, so I've got to do this a little bit more. Hold. Don't force it. You might not get that back shoulder down towards the floor. And then gently roll it back round. Come back to the start position. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. Exhale, circle round. Again, hold at your sticking point where it feels stiff, a little bit tight, maybe a little bit sore. And then exhale, go back a bit further. And you'll feel that lovely opening from chest all the way down to fingertips as well. Slowly back. There's a little bit of a twist. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. One more here. Circle round. So like 3 each side. If you're really struggling with this one, try to just put this into your little regime through the day. Good. Slowly back. I really did not realize how tight my shoulders were, so I'm going to do the same. Slowly then swap sides. I'll turn to the other side of the mat. You can again have something under your head. Okay. So again, slowly slide the arm forward and slowly back. And you'll kind of look up. You're not looking behind. And then one side might be a lot looser than the other. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. Exhale, circle round. Follow the hand with the eyes. And then look up. Good. And then slowly back round. Try one more of those. Slowly open up. Core engaged, always supporting the movement. Back to center. Good, well done guys. Again, you might just want to release there a moment. We're going to roll onto our bellies now. So you could have a little cushion under your head. And we're going to take cactus arms. If you're not sure, watch me. We've not done this exercise before. This is a bit of activation work. So cactus arms, head down. And you're going to just lift the arms, but keep the elbows on the floor. Squeeze in through core, support yourself, and then slowly lower back. So you're just lifting the hands off the floor, keeping the elbows on the floor. So you're basically doing this with the elbows on the floor. That's it. Try 5 of those. Good. Lift and back. And then, again, you might just turn your head for a moment and just let the shoulders have a bit of a rest because it's quite strong activation, that work. Slowly then bring the arms out in front with thumbs pointing up to the sky. Again, if you're like me, it's quite nice just to have the cushion at the tip of the head. Take a nice deep breath in. Now we're just lifting the arms, pinch back slightly, slide the shoulder blades in and lower down. So there's core activation supporting you there. So you're pushing down, push the chest down, lift those arms and lower down. Try 2 more. Good, 1 more. Lift and squeeze. Good, gently come back to center. Hands under the shoulders. Slowly peel yourself up. You might just want now just to release into a little child's pose there and a little swish side to side. That might feel nice. When you're ready, roll up onto all fours. Let's do some spinal mobility. Just releasing into some cat-cows. So we'll dip the belly down. As we inhale, take that nice arch in the lumbar spine and slightly look up, slide shoulders back. Then we'll exhale, curl the lower back. 1 vertebrae at a time, lifting up to the sky. Squeeze the glutes, drop the chin into chest, little tight core connection there. Stretch out through the middle of the shoulder blades, then kick out the tailbone as we inhale. So take this at your own pace with your breath. Feeling each vertebrae at a time. Spreading out those fingertips. Good, curling in and up. Good. We're then going to come on to our bottoms. We're going to come into some reverse table. So at this time, we're going to take reverse table with the hands facing away from the toes. So what we're going to do is just feel more of a stretch through the shoulders and the biceps to open up the chest and shoulders. Take a breath in. From here, we're then going to lift up and hold for 5 seconds. We're going to do 5 of these. We're going to lift up. 5, 4, 3, core strong, 2, 1, and then lower down. and gently lift up. So you could do 3 to 5. So if you're a beginner, maybe 3 is going to be enough of this. Good, and back down. Gently then lifting up. So it's rather than squeezing glutes, it's more opening through chest, biceps, arm stretch. And again, lift up. Good. And if you've been doing lots of work with Dakota and Amy with weights, this is going to be a nice opening for you. Good. Gently down. Now, this time we're just going to stretch. So you might just stretch the arms back a little bit. Yeah, and then just relax shoulders away from ears. So you're getting the stretch that feels comfortable for you. Your knees could be together. You could have butterfly legs or legs out. It's up to you. Might feel a bit pinchy. Just see how it feels. Good. Gently release. And again, oh yeah, you might need to shake those arms out. Give them a really good shake. So now we're going to come into some stretches into the shoulder. So we'll do a nice thread the needle. So my knees are hip distance. I'm probably going to have a nice cushion underneath my knees or a blanket. I'm going to reach my left arm or right, don't matter which one you start with, and I'm going to slowly slide it down and slide it underneath, and then just press that shoulder down. And then it may feel nice to bring a bit of neck work in, turning the head to the side. I can slide my arm to the front. I can lift it up and wrap it round. So that just brings a little bit of an extra dimension in. Again, just breathing through. So again, maybe you start off with 5 seconds and then hold this one for like 30 seconds. So it's about 3 or 4 breaths. Good. Then gently lower that arm down. Use your core muscles to slowly bring yourself back to center. Again, a little cow cat in the middle, or stretch the legs back. May feel good. Take a breath in. Lift the other arm. And then slowly thread it through. So it's like you're rubbing the knuckles along the floor, palms up. Take your time. You don't have to get your head down so quickly. Just get in that shoulder girdle, that outer shoulder position. You'll get a bit of a nice stretch into the middle spine thoracic as well. Take your time. Arm can be relaxed, top arm, or reach it up. Again, if it's feeling really tight here, then do this a little bit longer. Maybe take it into a yin posture, holding for 3 minutes. Help with all that lubrication of the fascia, get a little bit of fluids and water and proteins in, and hydrate those really tight muscles. When we're stressed, the first thing the body does is tighten up like a prune to protect us. So the more movement, the more hydration, the better sleep that we're getting will help the body be, glidey and slidey. Think of WD-40. Good. Slowly release. Now, we're going to come into stretching the arms forward. So we're going to maybe come back onto our bellies. Bring your elbows forward. If you've got blocks, you can put them on the blocks or the books. Interlink the fingers and wrap them behind the head and drop the head down. Push your chest back down into the mat and get that really nice stretch through those triceps. Into the upper shoulders. Good. Slowly lower the arm down. Slowly then bring the hands back to center. Roll yourself up. So now find a nice sitting position. Again, it's up to you. You might enjoy sitting at your chair again now, or on a cushion. So from this position, try to keep the spine nice and long. We're going to go back to that Aveda scapular stretch that we did last week in a moment. Shoulders away from ears. Take a nice deep breath in, draw the ear towards the right side. 5 to 10 breaths, seconds even. Back to center. Over to the other side. If it's feeling really crackly like that, then you need to do this a bit more. Back to center. Over we go. Definitely try and include this in your routine. We can't just sit in the same position all day, expect our body to enjoy that. Back to center, looking after our bodies. Good. There's always a little core connection back to center. Chin to chest. Straight line. Try not to go off on an angle. Lift up, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Drop chin. Lift up. Drop chin. Lift up. Good, well done. So this is recorded as well, so I'll send this to you guys as well. I'll put it on the messenger for you so you can do it again. Right, now we're going to, as we did last week in case you weren't here, take your left hand, elbow up to the sky as we did with that stretch earlier. Then take your right hand behind the back of your head. Now what we're going to do is take our nose or to the opposite side of this armpit, so down towards the right knee. So it's a bit tricky, this one. It's probably easier to be sitting in a chair. We're going to just pull, so you're pulling the head down, so there's a pull action going on here, yeah? So I'm pulling the side of my head, nose to right knee. It should feel really nice, really tense. Breathe into it. You'll again got that little core connection support. You're not pushing any pressure into your lower back. Very, very tight muscles. If you get lots of tension, headaches, this is a great stretch to do. Good, slowly come back to center. So there's a bit of a pull between. Okay, now swap. Right elbow to the sky, left hand behind the head. Breathe in and then pull the two areas apart. Look now to your right knee. Not forward, a left knee, sorry, not right knee. So you're pulling against. So you've got that stretch all the way down that right side. Good, gently coming back to center. Good, again, you might want to get a little couple of shoulder rolls up, round, back and down. You can take two little beaks, yeah, like you're holding two little birds in the palms. Place them just under the ridge here and then just up, circle, round, back and down. So we just got to look after our bodies, guys. A little bit of self-care, a couple of times a day. Just think neck and shoulders. Where am I tight? A little bit of stretching arms over, side. Then reach the arms up. Take a little twist now as we just draw the arms behind, look behind. Draw that chin down towards that back shoulder. So you're getting another little stretch down the back of the neck. You're cupping that left hand. You're drawing the navel into spine. Good, back to center. Slowly lift arms up. This time we'll reach them up and a little release side to side. So again, little forward, backwards, breathe in. So we're stretching out the area between the ribs and hips. It's a really nice QL, yeah, into those Ribs slowly release, turn. Navel into spine, drop the back chin towards the back shoulder. Good, lift the chin, come back to center, and then slowly take a nice wide child's pose. This time the arms can be wrapped round or out in front. Again, a little swish side to side. You're just trying to find the tight spots in your body. Take a moment or two just to come into a few moments of stillness. Feeling the expansion and contraction. And then when you're ready, just to let the body kind of rebound a little bit after all that neck and shoulder work, roll onto your back. Slowly take the arms out to the side, take a neutral position. Take a big breath in if you need to. Maybe a sigh out through the lips. Couple of moments here. We're then going to hug the knees into chest. Take that little massage into the lower back. We're then going to roll ourselves slowly up. Come to tucking the toes under for a moment or two. And a nice little toe stretch. We often forget about our toes. Little release, 10 toes down. Scoop the belly in and just hang like a rag doll for a moment. A little swish side to side. Now, if there's any back issues, come up with a straight back, hands on hips. If not, chin in. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Release the shoulders up, back and down, and just spend a moment there in that standing neutral position. Take the arms out to the side, lift the heels, inhale. Good, and then gently drop them back down to the side. Good, inhale, lift heels, hold here now this time, and take some skiers where we exhale, release. If there's any blood pressure issues, keep those heads above the heart. If there's no blood pressure issues, relax down, look through the legs, ski those arms back, and just giving again that little bit of openness, mobility. Good, all the way down, all the way back up, and down. Well done, guys. It's happy Wednesday, midweek, guys. Any questions? I'm Jackie. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. We've got